joined by J.W. Kieckhefer from Carthage College. They just won the first semifinal of the 2021 NCAA Division III Men's Volleyball Championship. Coach, as always, start with comments from you about today's match.
I don't like the open-endedness of that question. Carter Schmidt is just an incredible volleyball player, and he's just so mentally tough. Down 21-24, going back to the service line, or maybe it's 22, probably 22-24 when he went back. So getting 2 timeouts taken on him before he rips both balls is just absolutely incredible. I told the guys maybe in set 1 that the effort we needed to have in the backcourt, running everything down, running everywhere we could. I think we used every inch of the sport court, needed to happen, right? We're not going to win maybe with our blocking. We weren't the greatest blocking team today. Definitely Dominican was. But we just dug things in the backcourt and we battled. And that's the MO of this team. We battle so hard. And we're not going to lose. And Carter Schmidt's one of those players for us. He's just not going to lose. And I'm just so proud of him.
Well, Rob Winger, Evan Giglio, they're on the stream now with Turner going through, and they've got some good questions for you because they were all over the audio on this game. Go ahead, guys.
Thanks. J.W., I'd love to hear a little bit about some of your conversations with Gene, keeping him composed, making just really good sets, especially at the end, really great location. What was like conversations with him back and forth during this match?
It's about believing in who we are. And I think we've talked about that all year, like believe and trust the system. The system's really good. And we've met a lot with Gene. We knew pretty early on that Gene was probably going to be the guy, and we've met a lot with him. And it takes a team to win. And it's these seniors that have to lead the group and make Gene look good, right? For a freshman, it's so tough. It's so tough to come in to be a starting setter with some guys around you who are pretty good and to handle that pressure. It's so tough. You think it's your fault when you make a bad set. And I think we've just talked to him about letting it go. And recently, I think the biggest thing that's helped him a lot is we talked to him before he got here. Stop thinking about where the error is and where the miss is. Just keep tempo. Our left sides are so good that as long as that ball has tempo on it, they can use their wrists and move it around the block. So we just really simplified our communication with him and kept it simple with a freshman setter and let the guys around him shine. It's not about him per se. It's about him setting with tempo and letting the guys be good around him.
Coach, you talked about the defensive intensity for your team, exploring every inch of this sport court. And it really feels like Kyle Cohan sets the tone for you guys on the defensive side of the ball. The liberos don't often get the love they deserve, especially with the number of athletes in the team. 8 digs, receiving 1,000%. When Cohan has a day like he did today, what does that do for the guys around him?
Kyle Cohan's such a special athlete. And he's had a long journey to this defensive-minded play and this effort that he gives and to continue to have confidence in his defense and play this hard. I think we had Kyle Cohan most of this season playing on the second side of the net to work on his defense, to have to dig Matt Slivinski, to have to dig Carter Schmidt, Zach Boltice, and it forced him to become a better defender, to help his team win on that side of the net. And I think that's why you're seeing him be so good in these massive moments, is because he's not seeing swings he hasn't seen in practice before. He's been digging Carter and Sliv and Zach all year. So that's helped him a lot. And this team is mentally strong. We just fight. And I think that third set couldn't have been a difference of more than 3 points the entire time, back and forth the entire way. And we just said in the middle of it, like, we haven't made our run yet. We haven't done it. We're a good volleyball team. We'll make a run. Wait for it to come. And it came at 22-24 to get us back in it. So it was really proud of our effort there.
Sam, go ahead and have a question for you.
Coach, just talk about Zach Boltice in that second set, what he brought to the table, what you were telling him, what kind of motivated him to, he was scoring all the points for you at one point and making every block, everything that you can think of. Yeah. He was there. Just talk a bit about him.
Yeah, Zach's has a lot of pressure on him this year. Last year, he was a very good athlete and a very good blocker, but we didn't set him as much, so he could be really efficient when people weren't caring about him. This year, we set him a ton of balls, and it's really tough to hit around middles who are in your face all night long. And so he's done a fantastic job. We run a couple of routes with him that try to open him up into space, and that's what we were trying to run there in that second set. when we can run middle, and I think that's what really opened up the match for us is when we got Zach involved, then that Bick all of a sudden got wide open to Carter. And it was nice that we used Carter on it, not just Sliv today. But once we got Zach involved and got that middle jumping, then we were able to hit up the Bick in that third set to keep us going. And we used the Bick in some really pressure-packed moments to get us out of some situations. So just Zach's presence, right? And using that fade route a little bit and scoring, his presence wins matches.
Sam, if you got more, keep going.
I mean, JW, you kind of talked about it already, but you're going into that third set media timeout. You're up 15-14, and then it kind of is a back and forth kind of rally. What you kind of mentioned this before, but what were you seeing out there during that third set to win that third set?
I was seeing really good volleyball. That's what I was seeing. Both teams were digging a ton of ball. And honestly, I really thought we had that run late in us because Dominican won every long rally. And you can't expect to win. I think they won 3. All long rallies in the middle of that game. They won all of them. And so I really wasn't necessarily too worried because eventually we're going to win a long rally. They can't win all of them. So we just kind of stuck in there. And I think we did win one long rally. Maybe they're late. I don't know. Maybe we just got unlucky with them. But it was just, we said it all year long. We made that run in set 1 to come back and win. And then we just battle it out in set 2 or set 3, excuse me, believe you're going to win and find a way to make it happen. When Carter goes back to serve late, it's just, hey, toss it high and hit it hard. Matt said that yesterday in the interview. He just tosses it and hits it, right? If you think about anything more than that, you're probably going to make an error. Toss it and hit it. They're too good.
So we're going to get the visceral response from you here on this one tomorrow. Playing for a national title at 5:00 p.m. Eastern time here in Salem Civic Center. Talk about it.
Man, just to hear those words is so cool. And this team has fought so hard. And from the beginning of the time I got here 2 years ago, I asked, what are your goals? Right. And the first thing they said is to win a national championship. And we've done all of the work to get us there. And that's the awesome thing about it. There is no pressure. Go play hard. You talk about Benedictine and Southern Virginia. They've had fantastic seasons, and we're just happy to be here. And we're going to battle our tails off because at this point, that's all that matters. Who plays best on the day, right? We're going to go back and buy a lot of coffee and stay up a long time to scout this match. But who's going to play best tomorrow? It's really not about scouting reports anymore. It's who's going to play better.
Well, we want to thank you for joining us tonight and congratulate you on being the first team to earn a berth in the NCAA Division III Men's Volleyball National Championship match tomorrow.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot. Go ahead and put it on mute, and we'll let Matt slide in. Matt, go ahead and unmute yourself there, man, in the lower left. Good to have you back. Your old hat at this now, right?
Yeah.
That sounds good. Same format we had the other day, just now a little bit of a different, experience we have going through. So if you're ready, I'm ready to go.
Yep, I'm ready.
Sounds good. We have with us Matt Slivinski from Carthage College. They just won the first semifinal of the 2021 NCAA Division III Men's Volleyball Championship in Salem, Virginia. Matt, big day for you out there. Statistically, the numbers are there, but just talk about the effort of you and your guys to pull out that third set.
We gave it our all in that third set. I knew from I think when it was 21-24, I knew we were going to win. I knew that our team is good enough and is strong enough to come back through anything. That's where we thrive, is when we get to after 20 points. After 20 points, no team can beat us.
Got Rob Wingert and Evan Giglio with me here. They're going to ask some questions to you because they've been on the streams, and they're on the stream for Turner here this weekend.
Yeah, Matt, really impressed with your play tonight. As a team, you guys got better offensively in every set, both hitting percentage and side out percentage. You guys feel more comfortable throughout the match. What was the change offensively to get you guys rolling after that first set?
I think it's just confidence. It's really hard to come out into that big arena, especially with Gene Manolfi as a freshman. That's really hard. And a lot of the guys we haven't experienced that before. So I think every game like that, there's gonna be a little nerves that we just have to fight through and find our groove. But once we get it on, it's lights out.
Matt, you're speaking to that level of confidence. You guys are breaking the Carthage stereotype on this run towards a national title. What have you guys been talking about, whether it is in the practice gym or in pregame preparations, where that confidence is built within you and within all your teammates?
Yeah, so about a month ago, all the captains, we brought everyone in the locker room before practice, and we had 3 numbers. So it was 30 days. I forget how many practices it was, but practices, and then one goal, which is a national championship. And from then, we have every day we change the number, we bring it down like 30, 29, 28. And it's really crazy to think that we're here at almost day 1, national championship day. But I think that has really put everyone on the team in a mindset to really just go get the ball and go win.
Sam, questions from you.
Matt, how great is it to have your family and your fans at these tournament games? Because, you know, for a good part of the season, you're not having fans. Is that something that helps, you know, motivate you and the players, or is it nice to see like a familiar face in the crowd as you're looking around, or just kind of explain that?
Yeah, so it's obviously amazing to have fans, and it's obviously it's nicer to not have a dead silent gym at points, because that was kind of hard to play through the beginning part of the season. But honestly, I think a lot of the guys on my team can attest to this, but when you're on the court and when you play games like that, you tune everything out. You don't hear anything. Like, honestly, I said yesterday, I asked, were they playing music in between like timeouts and stuff? And people had to tell me that they're playing music because I didn't even know. Yeah, that's about it.
Very good. Well, Matt, I've got one more number for you, and it's 23, and that's what you need to get to 23-0 if you win tomorrow, to get to that one number for that national championship for you. So thanks for joining us today, and congratulations and good luck tomorrow in the national title game.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Sounds good, man. If you go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and hit